Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're going louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
Now Goff on first down. Cooks on the quick slant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Shotgun now for Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady, he's going to look deep for more. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big play there for Carolina.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Hey, thanks for watching, guys.
Set to begin their next possession. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And he's brought down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Again, McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
To throw, it's Brady. Touchdown!
Tommy Trimble.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Goff on 3rd down.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 21. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Lions suck up on for the point after. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This one fielded at the 5.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now Brady to try again after the pick six.
That caught by Tremble.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10.
There's Tremble, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now Brady. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Tommy Tremble
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's a give to Fournette. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, is so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
To throw again on 2nd down, Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And this is back to an 8-point game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
To throw is Brady. And it's caught. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Brady. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. Evades the tackler and now some space. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And he will be brought down this first half.
So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going will look.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Going deep this time for Miller.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Brady. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Brady.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's Brady to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And some room to run now. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Goff. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 22, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Brady.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Rolling to his right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language isn't.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
2nd and 5 now. Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Goff. This is Miller, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And that's complete to Cooks. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Gone. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Fournette, 1st down, still going. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This is Fournette. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He gets it to Cooks. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is going to have the Bucs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now Goff on first down. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yo, whoever's watching this, like, I'm not streaming anymore. I don't know who it is. Probably my friend Whitney. Whitney always be popping and hooking me up on the stream watches.